I remember feeling that way. I remember feeling I hate working out. I don't like it. But that was because my concept of working out was high school PE. Guys, high school PE sucks. I just literally turned on my Xbox One and I was like, all right, it's time to play some Destiny. I just finished my yoga, it's time to play. But then I realized, I posted something yesterday and I got a lot of really good feedback. And so I actually kind of want to address it and see how this goes. So I posted a post yesterday asking people like, hi Kaylin, I haven't seen you in forever. I posted a post yesterday saying, or asking people like what was their reason why they don't work out or why they don't eat healthy, because we've all got reasons. Like there are problems, there are things that keep us away from our goals, and a lot of times it's ourselves, but that's okay. Sometimes they're real problems, like we don't have a lot of time. Or so the first one that I want to talk about though is the number one. It was just number one. It wasn't the number one reason. It's just kind of arbitrarily the one that I listed first. So it was that I just don't like working out. I hate exercise. I don't like working out. Ugh. Like, okay, that's fair. I didn't used to like working out. That was a lot. I can speak. I speak English good. I promise. I remember when I was trying to get started and I joined a fancy gym and we paid way too much for it, but it was pretty and it was clean and there weren't a lot of people, and I hadn't paid for a gym membership before, so I had heard stories though about how women kind of got harassed or they got stared at or whatever, and I was like, I had never dealt with that myself, so I didn't want to deal with that, so we paid for a pretty gym that had really nice equipment. And we went pretty consistently, but I didn't really know what to do. I knew I liked ellipticals because I hate running. I hate cardio. That's the other thing. Okay, so let's try to start over. I remember feeling that way. Bottom line, I remember feeling that way. I remember feeling I hate working out. I don't like it. But that was because my concept of working out was high school PE. Guys, high school PE sucks. Nobody likes high school PE. Like, maybe some people got lucky and they had really, really cool teachers or they had really cool curriculum, but for the most part, there's a reason everybody's trying to get out of high school PE. Like, I played 2 semesters of sports and I tried. I was gunning for a third, so it would only have to take 1 semester of PE in high school. But nope, I had to take 2 because I only played 2 semesters of sports. But so let's rephrase this question. One of the guys I listen to a lot is Tony Robbins, and he says to work on like asking different questions. If you're gonna ask yourself a bad question, then you're gonna get a bad answer. It's like, well, why am I? Oh, I don't remember what the example is. Like, why can't I ever lose weight? And your brain says, 'cause you're a pig. And it's just like, oh no, you're not a pig, guys. Ask a better question. It's like, okay, how can I lose weight? And your brain says, go on a diet. It's like, well, that doesn't sound like fun. I hate diets, because diets are temporary, right? And it's all constricting and gross. We're getting off a little on a tangent, but I promise it's relevant. He says, okay, well, how can I lose weight and enjoy the process? There, see? So what if we change our perspective on what exercise looks like? How can we be a little more active and enjoy the process? This is why I was so not defensive, but why I did my best to like defend Pokemon Go, because as much crap happened with that game, for once, my people, the geeks and the gamers, we were getting outside, we were going on walks, and we could like meet each other, right? And we could talk and have fun and be like, hey, there's a Tangela right over there if you want to go get him, right? And then like we're running, right? Nobody on earth could have gotten us to run 3 blocks before unless there's a Tangela on the other side of the block. I can talk, I promise. But do you guys get it? So what if we start really shifting our mindset on what, or our perspective, or there's another word for it, point of view. What if we start changing our points of view on what exercise looks like or what exercise has to be? Do you like going on hikes? Schedule a hike once a week, and maybe that seems kind of crazy. So if you can't go on hikes once a week, then maybe go on a hike once a month, and then you're like, well, I like hiking. How do I get better at hiking? And then you can kind of go from there. It's like, oh, well, I'll take some weightlifting classes, or because here's the thing. Here's why I don't like gyms and why I never liked fitness or exercising. It's because you'd go to a gym, I couldn't afford any classes, I couldn't afford a personal trainer, and you'd go to the gym and you're like, what do I do? You see people like doing the machines, so you're like, all right, I'm gonna do the machines, and then and I did that for an hour a day. I did the machines, and I would make myself run because I knew it was healthy for me. And if I just couldn't get myself to run on a treadmill, then I would make myself do ellipticals. And I did that for 6 months, for an hour a day. And I maybe took a day off every week. So 6 days a week for an hour a day for 6 months. And I saw no progress. So no wonder we've got this. I didn't lose any weight. None. And I was actually taking like nutrition supplements that didn't seem to be helping me. I was reading their like kind of guide on like how to eat better, but I was like, well, this is pretty close to what we already do, so I guess I don't have to change anything. And I made no progress. So guys, gyms, you can pay for a membership if you already know what to do. If you've got that knowledge, run with it. And maybe take a friend with you and help them. Maybe charge them like, $10, because you should get paid for your knowledge. I believe that personal trainers should get paid, but we can't all afford personal trainers, right? So if you've got the knowledge to make use of a gym, go, run with it. Just go, be awesome. But I'm talking to the people who hate working out. They just don't like it, right? So we've got to change our mindset. We've got to change things up. So what if exercising doesn't have to be going to that gross gym down the street that's $5 a month, because you're not going to use it anyway. You're not going to go there because it's gross. You don't like going there. People are staring at you, or people are using your machines, or everybody's on the treadmills, or whatever. Maybe you can only go to the gym at peak times. So change it. What can you do differently? Get creative, like turn it into a game. Like, how can I make this fitness thing work for me and make it fit my life? So me, I'm an introvert. I hate gyms, and I don't like spending a ton of time working out. I get too in my head about that, right? So here's what I do. I put in DVDs. I work out at home. I put on DVDs. Also I find things that I actually like to do, and I do them at home. Right? So this is Les Mills Combat. This is MMA, mixed martial arts. It's a ton of fun. It's so much fun. Here's the newest version, essentially, of the MMA stuff. It's called Court of Force. P.S. I sell this stuff, but that's not important. And this was actually the most fun I have ever had exercising. It's called Size, the End of Exercise. But seriously, it's with Shaun T, who is an absolute joy to just watch and train with in general. But like he's like mostly known for his crazy insanity stuff, but then he comes out and he does like a dance program, and it's like this hip-hop dance that I've always wanted to be able to do. And I was like, fuck yeah, they've got a DVD where I can dance in my living room and nobody has to see me. Sign me up. And I ordered the like exclusive like super holy shit edition, so I got extra routines and stuff and everything, and I just had a blast. I had so much fun. Some of these workouts, even like the dance workouts, right? Some of them were almost an hour. I wasn't thinking about that at all because I was rocking out and I was having fun. So guys, that's the answer. How do you achieve your fitness goals if you hate working out? Start to ask better questions. How can I work out in ways that aren't traditionally working out? How can I work out and enjoy it. And you'd be surprised. There are so many options out there, so many options out there now, guys. And this is what I do. This is what I do. You can look up, but you can look up stuff on Pinterest. You can look up HIIT style training, and HIIT style is cool because you can do it right in your living room. You don't really need a lot of space, and it's done like super fast. You don't have to spend a ton of time. It's not like a 60-minute or a 90-minute class. Like, no, it's like half an hour, which kind of jumps into one of the other things. People are like, oh, I don't have time. But you do or you don't. If you're serious about reaching your health goals, you know, you make the time. You make the time for what's important for you, right? We all do that. And that's cool, right? I'm not gonna tell anybody like stop playing video games or stop watching your Netflix shows, because I'm gonna be honest, I watch shows on Netflix all the time and I play lots of video games. Not lots, but there's the balance. There's a balance. But I'm not gonna tell anybody to stop playing video games because I play video games. And I think that's silly. I think you shouldn't have to give up what's important to you in order to achieve, just to satisfy someone else's idea of what a health and fitness regimen looks like, right? So this is what I do. I work out at home. I have a blast. I love that I can just work out whenever. You can also look stuff up on YouTube, but what's cool about these is that they also come with like calendars. So you don't even have to decide when to do Crazy Eights or You Got This or Full Out. They send you a calendar and they're like, look, you don't have to think at all. Uh-oh, I lost my calendar. I don't have the calendar for this one, but you don't have, hold on, maybe I can find it. Nope, no calendar. I lost my calendar. But they give you calendars and you can look it up. That's the other thing. They've got websites now, or one website that like has everything. So even if you do lose your calendar like I did, you can look it back up. You don't even have to think. That's what's so great in my mind is I don't have to think about it. I know, I'm like, okay, what's on today's calendar? I'm doing this workout. Okay, play. And then I'm dancing and I'm having fun. Or I'm doing combat and I'm punching out like any frustration that I've had from my work day or my rehearsal or even, you know, Destiny, the video games. Sometimes those get frustrating too. You have to put it down and come back. Find something that you love to do. There's also like, there's so much, guys. So if you need help, if you need any guidance, I sell this shit stuff. I'm a Team Beachbody coach. It's not really important, but I do help people figure things out like that. All right. So that's all. Have a good day.